Howdy folks. I'm going to test the specifics of the plasma drill. So I was like, why not share that? Because I made a little bit of a test bed over there to check the actual values, because I'm a little bit confused with what the wiki says about the radius and the length and all that stuff. I had to go fetch some materials so we can have a little test there. Get rid of this one. Yeah, I have done some preliminary tests on the range and the radius of a drill, and I was very confused, since on the website it says let me go quickly check that. On the wiki it says that the max radius is 2.5 and the range is 10. Now a range of 10 I could maybe agree on, but yeah, I've set up a test bench so we can, but the radius is definitely not correct. I mean, this is a hole that I made with my car with one drill, and I got a bit of a measuring device here that's well, set up some markers. That's 5 blocks, that's 10 blocks. So if you already look, yeah, it's 10 blocks in one direction, so the hole will be 20 wide, I think. Now if you look on the website, it says, let me get that straight, the range is 10 and the max radius is 2.5. And it says plasma drill, so I'm not confused with the regular drill. So yeah, why don't we go test that and see if you can figure out what it all actually means. So I've set up some sensors so we can see up until where it detects something. But before we start, another little practical piece of information. The drill itself is 4 blocks in height, if looked from like so. The sensor that I set up there is set to 5, and it doesn't see that little point over there, which is also, well, not really there, but it's there, and you can't, oh, you can put a block in there. Okay. I thought you couldn't. Okay, let me check again. Yeah, you can put a block in there. So yeah, I mean, it draws something there, but it's not there, and it's not detected by the, so that's just like ghost image. Okay, I don't need this anymore for further testing. Oh, furthermore, on the drill, when I did my first preliminary tests, like quick tests, 30 to use on my machine, there was a side effect, and I haven't fully tested that yet, but if you have an object which is just besides the drill, and I think when it is turned around, like a sensor, I had a sensor sitting over there, and when I turned it with a bearing so that its sensor direction would cross the beam of the laser from the drill, it would actually obstruct, I think, the laser beam, the drill beam. So that's another thing I would love to test again. But in this test, we're mainly going to go for the size of what this drill does. Another side effect of the drill is if you pulse it. That's why I made a little pulse generator. If you pulse it, it seems to me that the values from the website are correct. The distance and radius. The distance is not going to be 10 if you pulse it. The distance is going to be way shorter, and that's pretty useful when using a car. But if you use it on an implement that continuously goes, or if on your car you continuously use it, and the radius is actually 10 blocks like I have depicted here, then you are gonna inadvertently destroy your road you're driving on. So it's going to be really difficult to keep aiming a straight path if you want to mine a straight path. So that's also something to keep in mind. Quickly about the setup now. I've put it on a series of pistons. I'm not going to be pistoning them all, just a couple to see how far it would go. So once we fire it, I'm going to punch it out and see when it hits the wall. I also have measuring devices, so to see when how wide the actual beam will be. So let's see what's the first step that we can do here to test this. Just fire her up, I guess. Oh yeah, this little device was for measuring as well. I'll put that down so it's not in the way. Let me see here. So 7 and 8. No, not 8, 7. The other way. Pulsing also doesn't use up a lot of battery. So you might always put a pulsar on there if you want to do it on close range. Let's see here. Batteries. Do we have batteries? Should have come prepared a little bit. Let's put one in and see how long it will run for. Oh, I already loaded one. I got a button that I can hook up directly to the laser beam, and we'll see what it does. There. That's not. Oh, well, we can continue running it so to see how long it runs. What battery it was in there, it consumed it when you put it in. As you can see, it cleared out the floor, and the floor is 10 blocks down. The red marker is the 10 block. So that's already not very correct from the website. Length of the measuring device is 20, so we can easily push it a little bit forward and see where it actually goes. That's a pretty long time. That's pretty efficient. Let's see. What was the test? Oh yeah, mainly measuring the width. As you can see, the width is not what it says on the website it is. This is the 10th block out from the outside of the drill. The drill is 4 high, so, and we have that little extra block there, so it's -5, and that's 16. That's about 16, that's 32. Let's make some room. Yeah, this is the end. That should be about it. That's way more than 10, right? That was continuous fire. Now I'm going to push this in with the pistons and do the pulsed setting. And we can measure the distance as well with that. If I remove all those things that will hit the ceiling, that should be able to roll. I'll clean it out a bit. But yeah, this is fair to say, right? That it's like 10 deep vertical, well, 10 high. Now, let's see how far we can push this pistons to measure the depth. I can do it here. 15. Where are you going? $15 and probably another piston. Let's start with 10. Wait. Don't tell me I got it. Oh my god. Let's see if I can fix this. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. I promise you, I have played this game before. Maybe. Yeah. So we're at, what, 30? 30 distance. I think 5 more. Maybe 10. Let's break it apart. Boop. Five. Oh, put it at 9. Yeah, that's about right. Pull it back one more. Let's see. Yeah. So total distance with 1 beam, 1 battery, full blast, 38. There's a little other test that I'm gonna do, and it's by covering the sides of the drill itself and see if that causes any issue with the laser beam. Well, the drill beam, its radius. How can I best do that? Wait. That's the wrong one. Magic. What was it? Number 7. So if we change number 7. Yeah, let's go to 0. Now we'll reuse that to build a little bit of a cage around it. So let's remove all this pie. What I'm suspecting is that this will block the beam. Not only towards its radius, but also towards the depth of the laser. Let's see, I'll make the test complete. I'm first going to start over there and have a little opening in the center. Yeah, let's see, that's the... Yeah, so beam's blocked. I would be hit by it. Beam's still blocked. I could push it out as well. So I'll see it on the wall. Ah, so you can encase it, and it will do the... Okay, that will probably be like the values that you see on the wiki. Let's take out these blocks, see if that changes something. Well, not much. It went way further before, right? Didn't it? Let's extend it with 1 and see if that changes anything. Yeah, okay. So you do have a little area of effect of about what? That's 16, 14 blocks, which is way less than what we had before. We'll take it off, and then once it finishes, we'll take it off. Let's gauge and see if it will go way further. Let's see here. Eight. Didn't do it. Probably 15. Just chuck it against the wall. Okay. So let's connect the poles to it. And see how the pulse performs, because I'm guessing that the pulse, if it's high frequency, yeah, it just needs like 1 or 2 ticks maybe. Let's do 1 tick. And then we can see if it will do the same ranges, because I don't think so. I don't know why, but it doesn't distribute the... Oh, it does. But yeah, okay, there you go. But that looks a little bit like the value that you get on the wiki. Oh, I'll let it run and we'll see what happens. It's going to run for a long time, actually. It'll probably reach the depth because the frequency is high enough. But as you can see, I think it's narrower than what we had before. Yeah, it does remove soil, but not these things. These lumps. So that's the high frequency. Short pulses. That's never a situation that you're going to be having with if you auto mine with sensors. The signal will be longer, but it will be a longer time of no signal as well. So if you have an eye running around on the on the parameter of the machine, the pulse will be way shorter, and the delay longer. Will be way longer. Sorry. So we can simulate that by doing like mouse click. What is that? 200 milliseconds on the push and 200 on the release. So let's take 100, which is still pretty fast. Take 100 for 50. We'll see what that does. So the 10 that I said it would do, the 10 diameter, or, you know, on the left and right, is maybe a little bit high. Oh, it is 10. Okay. So let's see here. I hope I have some piston left. Push the piston. Uh-uh. Am I out of piston? I am. I'll make it a 16 on. I don't know the drill. Whatever. What did we need? A battery in there. We've got longer delay clicks and longer delay of no click. So let's see what that does. One battery. I don't know. Does seem to fully do the cycle. Okay, well, I guess that's that. Proves a couple of points, and don't trust the wiki. So thank you for watching.